Do you love silly stories for kids? Why not consider joining our family? You can even get a very special message from one of your favourite silly stories for kids characters. Head over to the website to find out more. It's your support that helps us to continue to make exciting stories and more crazy content.
Did somebody say crazy?
Oh, Pimpin, no.
One day, all the Ramsden cousins were over at their nodgies for the annual game of hockey. They had divided themselves into teams and were playing very, very seriously. Half the kids were on one team and half the kids were on the other team. There was Caleb and Zachary, Amali, Ayla and Sierra, Holly, Aubrey, and on her own team was Brinley the Babushka. So, the kids had been playing hockey for quite a long time and the scores were tied, 27 all. They were very, very excited and they were playing as hard as they could. Caleb and Zachary were fighting over the ball as they tried to get it towards their goal. Caleb had the ball and he was rolling through the middle and he was about to take a shot, but as he swung... "Where'd the ball go?" said Caleb. The kids all looked around, but they couldn't see the ball anywhere. "I don't know," said Zachary. "Didn't you just shoot?" All of a sudden, the ball popped up over in the corner of the tennis court. "Hey, it's over here," said Ayla. "How'd it get over there?" said Caleb. "I don't know, but I'm going to score a goal," said Zachary. He raced over towards the ball and tapped it with his stick. He moved it over towards the goals and was about to shoot, but as he swung... "Where'd it go?" said Zachary. The ball had disappeared once again. All of a sudden, it popped up over in a different corner. "It's over here," said Aubrey. Aubrey grabbed the ball and started rolling with it, but it's gone again. It popped up over near Ayla. "Ayla, you've got it. Quick, shoot." Ayla grabbed it and went to shoot the ball, but as she did, it was gone, and it didn't come back. Said Caleb. "I think we need a new ball," said Zachary. "This one's got problems." So Zachary went and grabbed out another ball and put it down. "All right, Caleb, 3 bounces and then we can hit it. Ready? 1, 2... said Caleb. "Where did it go this time?" "I'll get another one," said Zachary. So they grabbed another ball and the kids kept playing and playing, but the balls kept disappearing until every single one of the tennis balls was gone. "What are we going to do?" said Caleb. "The scores are still 27 all. We need to know who the winner is." "Yeah," said Sierra. "I want our team to win." "No," said Amali. "I want our team to win." "Well," said Holly, "our team was definitely going to win." "No," said Brinny. "Brinny the Babushka is going to win." "Brinley, you're on your own team and you haven't scored any goals." "Well, I'm not trying to score goals," said Brinley. "What are you trying to do?" said Holly. "I'm trying to cause trouble," said Brin. "Well, you've done a little bit of that." "Yep, I got 27 trouble points," said Brinley. "No, you didn't," said Holly. But they laughed anyway and let Brinley play. Brinley raced off to the side of the tennis court. "Hey, Caleb," she said. "I found a button." "A button?" said Caleb. "What does it say?" "I can't read," said Brin. She looked carefully. "It's a QRZNT." "What?" said Caleb. He came over and looked. "No, it doesn't. It says multi-ball." "Multi-ball," said Holly. "What does that mean?" Brinley pressed the button. All of a sudden, out the top of the tennis court poles started shooting all of the tennis balls. The kids started getting hit by tennis balls from all directions. "Ow! Ooh! Ow!" yelled the kids as they got hit. "Quick! Run! Take cover!" They all raced to try and find a spot to hide, except for Brinley, who stood in the middle of the tennis court as all the tennis balls were flying down and was punching them in different directions. "I punch you," said Bryn as she punched a tennis ball as hard as she could, flying out of the sky, which hit Amali right in the bottom. "Ow!" said Amali. Brinley laughed. She punched another one over towards Zachary, which hit him right in the shoulder. "Oh!" said Zachary. Brinley was in the middle, causing all kinds of trouble. 29 trouble points, 52 trouble points, 7 trouble points. "Brinley, you're not even counting right." "I do the counting how I want to do the counting," said Bryn. The kids were all hiding behind tennis rackets and sticks and all kinds of things, trying not to get hit, until eventually all the balls had stopped being shot. They looked at the tennis court. It was completely covered in tennis balls. "What do we do now?" said Caleb. "I don't know," said Zachary. "I'm going to score all the goals," said Aubrey. So she raced out onto the field and started hitting tennis balls into their net. "Hey, Aubrey," said Holly. She raced out. "I'm going to score goals too." All the kids raced out with their hockey sticks and started hitting as many balls as they could into their goals until the entire tennis court was completely clear of tennis balls. "All right," said Caleb. "You count the ones in your goal and I'll count the ones in my goal." "Okay," said Zachary. So they started counting. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. And by the time they finished counting, they looked at each other. "How many did you get?" said Caleb. "How many did you get?" said Zachary. Well, let's say on the count of 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 52. They had both scored 52 extra goals, which meant that the scores were tied once again. "I got extra 52 trouble points too," said Brindley. "Brindley," said Caleb. "No, you didn't." "Yes, I did, and I got this one last tennis ball." "There's one left," said Caleb. "Brindley, can you pass that to me?" said Caleb. "No," said Zachary. "Pass it to me." "No," said Holly. "Over here." "No," said Sierra. "Pass it to me." "No, I want it," said Ayla. "Brindley," said Aubrey, "if you give it to me, I will let you watch Bluey." "Oh, I like Bluey," said Bryn. But Brindley had better ideas. Actually, I'm a runaway," she said, as she started running away from the tennis court. "Quick, grab that baby," said Aubrey. They all started racing off after her, and Brindley started running in all kinds of zigzag shapes. As they were running after her, the kids started to trip over. Caleb first, then Zachary, then Aubrey and Ayla and Sierra and Holly and Amali, until all the kids were laying on the ground and Brindley was still standing there holding her tennis ball. She walked around, she threw the ball, and it hit Caleb on the head. 1 point for me. Then she threw it and it hit Zachary on the foot. 2 points for me, said Brindley. Brindley, you're doing proper counting, said Holly, as Holly got hit in the head with the tennis ball. 15 points for me. Oh, never mind, said Holly. And Brindley was standing there still holding the tennis ball. We need to get it off her, said Caleb. How are we going to do it, said Zachary. I don't know. All of a sudden a hole opened in the middle of the tennis court and Brindley disappeared. Where'd she go, said Holly. I don't know, said Zachary. I hope she's okay, said Caleb. Then, out the top of one of the tennis poles, popped out a Brindley. She was standing at the very top. Brindley, how did you get up there? I don't know, said Bryn. She held up the tennis ball. Okay, she said, and go. She threw the ball down towards the ground. Quick, somebody score a goal, said Zachary. All the kids raced towards the ball and tried to start hitting it towards their goal. As Zachary was about to shoot, a hole opened up, and the tennis ball disappeared once more. Zachary looked down. Come back here, he said as he was looking down the hole. Next, a gopher popped his head up.
Stop throwing things down my front door,
he said. Oh, said Zachary. Sorry, Mr. Gopher.
Yes, I've been trying to sleep and these tennis balls keep floating down my front door and into my lounge room and I'm throwing them back out all the doors of my house, but they just keep coming down, he said. Oh, said Caleb. Sorry, I didn't know that there was a gopher hole underneath the tennis court. Well, there is, and it's very disappointing having all kinds of tennis balls in my lounge room. I'm keeping this ball, he said.
But we need to know who the winner is, said Zachary.
Well, I've decided that...
He pointed up at the top of the tennis court.
That one standing up there is the winner, he said.
Brindley was still standing on top of the pole of the tennis court. Hooray, she said. I'm the winner for the trouble points, she said, and she jumped from the top of the pole. Brindley! Brindley started to fall down towards the goal, but as she did, she fell straight down a big hole and Hello, she said. Where is she, said Caleb.
Said the gopher. He looked down. Currently in my lounge room. What?
I'm having a cup of tea. What? Said Caleb. You can't be having a cup of tea.
It turns out, yes, she is, said the gopher. Well, I have one last request.
What's that? Said Caleb.
Get off the tennis court before I bite your toes, he said.
Uh-oh, said Caleb. The gopher jumped out the hole and started trying to bite all the kids on their feet. Ah! Said the kids as they all raced off the tennis court as quickly as they could and ran back inside. When they were standing around the kitchen table, they decided to declare the hockey match a draw. They all shook hands. Okay, it's a draw. We'll have to wait till next year to see who the winner is, said Ayla. Yeah, said Holly. It was a good game, though. Just then, Brinley came walking in through the front door. "I'm Brinny! I'm the winner!" she said. "Okay," said Caleb. "Brinley can be the winner." And all the kids laughed. And that is the end of our story.
Today's episode has been brought to you by Gopher Tennis Balls. Extra bounce for more tennis ball fun. Just keep them out of gopher holes. We hope you've enjoyed today's podcast. Make sure you leave a comment down below letting us know which character is your favorite. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the episodes. This is goodbye from your friendly tennis court gopher.
And from me, Sam. We'll see you next time.